Hey, David and Julia. I know that I'm going to see you here in just a little bit, but I wanted to share some things with you that kind of been on my heart the last week or so as, I've been just sort of thinking about, kind of what's going on with me. And it just felt like this might be a little applicable to you as well. So, probably my favorite way to spend quiet time, believe it or not, is to run. So usually I'll run, and the running time is my chance to sort of spill it to God. So that's where I'm talking about what I'm worried about, what I'm scared about, what I'm frustrated about, what I'm not sure about, what my questions are. All of this, running time is me just kind of getting it out. And then the cool down time is my shut up time and my shut up and listen time. Well, lately there's this lake right by my house, and I love running around the lake because it sort of feels like, even though there's a zillion houses around me, I'm kind of in the country. So I can, if I hold my eyes just right, I can actually pretend that I'm in the middle of nowhere in nature instead of in the middle of suburbia, which is cool. So I love to run along the path. But lately I've taken to walking this levee for my cool down time. So the lakes are, they drain into Plum Creek. So there's a levee that separates the lakes from the Plum Creek golf course, but it also keeps from flooding the neighborhood. Well, when I walk up on the levee, I've got this great view of the lakes. And so when I'm on the path, I'm just usually trying not to die and not, I'm thinking about, I just want to stop, and I'll tell myself, well, just, go to this tree up here, or go to the round of the bend. And when I'm right in the middle of it, I feel, the pressure of the mess, right? But when I get up on the levee and I can see the whole lake, it gives me a better perspective on where I've been, but also it gives me that big picture view. And I was thinking the last few days about how, when we're in the middle of life, we're right there on the path, it's really hard to think big picture because we're just fighting the daily fight, right? And you guys, the fight that you're fighting this week is another surgery for Nikki. Something that is surprising because I know that you suspected that there were more surgeries. This one feels like it's sooner, a lot sooner than we expected. And I know that's scary and frustrating for you guys. I know it's probably scary and frustrating for Nikki, but it's more so for you guys because you're able to see that bigger picture, right? But you're also, right in the spot where you're thinking about, well, what happens next? How long is it, right, before she's completely blind, and what does that mean? But if you just come up on the levee and you look, here's what I want you to remember today. And you probably know this. Like, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But when you look at the big picture of, is she 33 now or 34? But whatever it is, think about what you thought when she was born and all of the challenges that were probably overwhelming to you guys. And throughout her 33 years of life, the challenges that you've had beyond the eyesight, right? Beyond the physical, beyond the mental, all of the things, including, I know you think of, well, what's going to happen to Nikki when we're unable to take care of her? And all of these fears and logistical issues that you guys have to work through and somehow, be in a place of okayness for. But for 33 years, God has brought you through it. He's brought you through all of the challenges that you've been met with. And it's hard to remember that when you're on the path in the middle of the fight. And on the path and in the middle of the fight, that's where the life change happens, right? You have to fight in order to make the progress. But sometimes when you're in the middle of it, it's easy to forget where you came from. And so from my spot, a few steps away from you guys, watching you navigate parenthood of an adult child with special needs who is an amazing human being, an awesome person. And I don't want to think about what my life would be if I didn't have the chance to know Nikki these last few years. I love her. I love you guys. But, you guys have navigated such difficult things. And yes, this is another one. And I know you've got to be thinking, well, what happens if she is completely blind within the next 6 to 12 months? I don't know. But you've got 33 years of experience that tells you that whatever the next fight is, God's going to lead you through that one too. And so as we go into surgery day today, and it's totally appropriate to be scared and nervous and all of those things. But remember that when you step onto that levee and you're able to look back at where God has brought you, you're also able to look forward and see that you guys and Nikki are on a trajectory that includes God's provision and his grace and his presence. And wherever he's leading you guys, he's going to equip you for that. And you have a great family around you, including Sandy and me and Jennifer and Nick and Bear and Dano and Rich and Renata and all the probably hundreds of friends that you guys have outside of your church family as well, who are here to support you and love you and help you in whatever way you need us to. So this actually sort of turned into a little sermon, and I'm sorry that you've had to watch for this long. But I think you guys are amazing folks, amazing parents and grandparents, and I know that however difficult the next fight is, that God is still in it, and his promise to be with you wherever you go is as true today as it was 2,000 years ago. It's as true today as it was when Nikki was born. And it's going to be just as true after surgery is over this afternoon as well. So I'll leave you with Joshua 1:9. It's my go-to, as you know. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. He's with you today. He's with Nikki today, and he is going to continue to stay right there with you. I love y'all. I will talk to you later.